Hey guys! Today I'm going to talk about something very exciting and very fun, and that is dating apps, dating and how to flirt. I will admit that I have been on dating apps for many years and I've had a few hundred dates, I believe, through those dating apps, and most of them ended in sex, and that was it, because that's what I was looking for. I have also, however, met one of my ex-boyfriends on Tinder. So I think dating apps can be for everything. They can be to find love, a hookup, friends even. When you go into the dating app realm, be open for everything. This is my first recommendation. Anything can come out of it. Don't have too many expectations and just try to have fun. So the few dating apps that I used were Tinder, Hinge and Bumble, even though I think I've been using Hinge the most. I thought that the people on Hinge were the most decent ones, maybe a little bit more serious than on Tinder. And yes, I would try anything though, because you can find amazing people on any dating app, and you can find stupid people on every dating app as well. Let's start by making you a profile. Of course, use natural photos of you happy, of you smiling. Don't be too serious when you make your profile. Don't try to be extra funny if you're not so funny actually. Don't take photos with dogs, even though you don't have a dog yourself. Like, some people take it a little bit too far with making those profiles, I think, and I recommend you just being yourself, and being natural is the best thing to do, because you don't want to give a false image of yourself either. You don't want to choose photos where you don't look like yourself. You don't want the other person to be disappointed when they see you, right? So take realistic photos. And then write a little bit about yourself. And you know what? I think many people, when they write those profiles, realize I actually don't know who I am and how I am. So take a moment and think who you are. How would your friends describe you? How would you self-describe you? Now, the swiping, also very important. Don't just swipe right or go for the people that are your type, 100% your type, because you limit your chances from meeting people that you might still like, that you still might fall in love with, just because they are not exactly what you're looking for or what you think you're looking for. So don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself in general when you meet people. Yeah, just because someone doesn't have the body that you think is amazing, or someone doesn't have the hair color that you prefer, those things are really superficial. And if you start to focus on the superficial things, you're not gonna end up in a happy relationship or with beautiful sexual encounters. The chat, very important. Now is the time for you to not be shy, obviously. You're already not talking to someone on the street, you're on your phone just messaging. Ask them how their day was, how they are. Ask them something that they want to reply to. People love to talk about themselves. People love to be asked questions about themselves. And from there, just start to have a natural conversation. Try to get to know the other person. Try to also figure out what they are looking for, if they've had many dates, because depending on what you're looking for, you might avoid disappointment by dating the wrong person or just meeting the wrong person. There are a lot of people on there that just want, and then there are a few people on there that are really looking for a relationship. I think the best thing for you to do is to ask the other person if they are open to everything, or if they're just really in a phase of their life where they just found, or are they in a phase of their life where they really want to find a partner. Before you ask them to meet, I mean, some people are gonna meet straight away. I've done it many times. I was like, let's skip the chat, I think you're hot, and that was it. But I think it's better if you wait a little bit to figure out who is that person. I have also met a lot of horrible person through those dating apps. We got drunk and then they started being sexist, they started touching me even though I didn't want that. I've had really bad experiences as well. So to avoid that, and to protect yourself, try and figure them out a little bit. I have had a few video calls before I met some of them, which was actually their choice. They wanted to see if I'm real, and you get a better feeling when you actually talk to a person. You can let your intuition decide if you want to meet them. So doing a little phone call or video call before is definitely a good idea. And then when you decide to meet, which is of course really exciting, especially if you haven't been on many dates. After a few dates you start to get used to it, I promise you that. But at the beginning it is nerve-wracking. So I don't think there's anything you can do to be less nervous, except maybe telling them that you're really nervous, that you haven't been on many dates, that you're just a little shy. And that will break the ice already. That will make you feel much better already. When you meet, after you told them that you're nervous, in case you are nervous, let everything flow. Don't have any expectations. Don't expect that person is going to become your husband or your wife. Have this mindset that a friendship could come out of this, and that would be really cool, right? So how would you act with a friend? You wouldn't try to be a certain way. You would just be yourself, right? And that's what you should be, yourself. Relaxed, happy, excited, positive. I have been on so many dates, obviously. I went to restaurants, expensive restaurants, Burger King, coffee shops, bars. I went to nice places like the theater, mini golf, cinema, walked through the park, we drove somewhere. Everything is possible. And I think it's better to choose something where you are active, where you do something. Because if you just sit down in a bar, everything is about you talking and you kind of presenting yourself. You're going to be much more nervous. If you go to play mini golf, there's something that you're doing and you can see the other person in action. You don't have to talk all the time, and it is something fun. You know, it's not a given that you have fun when you walk through a park. Maybe you're not vibing with the person. Maybe you don't like the person, but if you're doing something, at least you're having fun because of that activity that you're choosing. And of course, you can also choose something that interests both of you. Maybe both of you like art, you can go to an art gallery. Maybe both of you like sports, you can go for a bike ride. Yeah, do something fun, be creative. Do something that you would do with your friend as well. And also, if you live in a city, you have the opportunity to do something that you would need a partner for. Maybe your friends are busy, maybe you don't have many friends. Now is the time to do something with another person that is fun. Dance class, roller coaster. Christmas market is also a good one. Have some mulled wine. I'm thinking of all my dates right now, and they were actually like so many of them were so much fun. If you are in this phase, and I guess you are because you're watching this video, enjoy. Enjoy meeting different people. Enjoy getting to know everyone, presenting yourself. This is a very special thing and a very exciting time of your life. At the same time, as exciting as it is, there is a big dark side to dating apps, and you have to be aware that people will stop responding. People will ghost you, whether you've just been talking for a little bit or whether you saw each other. And that is because people have this comfort of the screen being between them. So they act in a different way. There is a lot of assholes in the world, both male and female. And you will come across them when you go on dating apps, because you come across everyone. You meet people that you would normally not meet. There will be people that treat you not in a nice way. And you should not give a okay? This is very important. It's not personal. It has nothing to do with you. I've been ghosted many times. I cried. I was devastated. It broke me. Even when I was just chatting with someone, because we get really excited, our hopes go up, especially if we're looking for something serious. And then you get so disappointed. So the only thing I can tell you is try not to get disappointed. No, it's not personal, and it happens to everyone. Also be aware that they are not only talking to you, but to a few other people at the same time, probably just as you. So sometimes they start to focus more on one person that is not you, so they stop writing with you. And people don't have the decency and are not honest enough to say, hey, sorry, by the way, I'm meeting up with this one person and I'm gonna focus on them, and maybe I message you again another time. People don't do that. They are too lazy. They don't give a you know? As long as it's on the phone, it's nothing real for them. My advice is to be honest with what you're looking for. And you could also just say that you're open to anything. If people respond badly to that, it means that they don't have that same level of honesty and sincerity. And I think it is important that you meet with people that are honest and sincere. I also think it's good if you meet with people that are good and kind, but it is a little bit difficult to figure out. One more advice, and even though I've been f***ing around a lot and I didn't care in that moment who I was sleeping with, my advice is to sleep with someone that is respectful, that is kind, good-hearted, and honest and open-minded, even though I was with love and with respect. If you respect yourself, you will do that. But to respect yourself is a long journey, and it maybe takes a few bad experiences for you to also realize that. So I can say what I want, you will still go through your experiences and then learn from them. And that's it, of course. I hope you will start using dating apps and go on dates and have fun. And I hope you make amazing experiences and also shit experiences, because in the end, that's how we learn, and that's the real knowledge that you have. That's it.